Hey, peace, world. Thanks for pressing on another Pay Me No Mind sports and entertainment video. My name is Wood. I hadn't been able to talk much bite down boxing here in a couple of weeks. Um, Good week and a half at least. Please hit that subscribe button. If you like the way that any topics are being discussed or broken down, uh, hit that like button. Leave a comment, share, all of that. There wasn't a whole lot to go into the last couple of weeks because boxing has been slowly working its way back to operations or an operating status. Um, we see that we have fights coming back early June. Looks like Top Rank will be the lead dog on this or running point on this, and we're gonna get we're gonna get some familiar faces. It's kind of interesting to see the matchups that we're going to get. So that's big boxing uh, on a macro level. The funny thing is today, man, with the resurgence of stories about Deontay Wilder, and again, so much of this stuff is unfounded, and it's like clearly unfounded that I see no sense in even discussing it. But then you start to see the bigger channels out here discussing it, still with no facts, still with no sources, and I'm just amazed that I feel like the magician, the masked magician who came out and told everybody how all these tricks were being done, and the other magicians got mad at the dude. And I already know, as a black boxing fan, to say anything that challenges the masses, you already labeled a Tom, a Coon, and all whatever, so on and so forth. I just wonder, I'm cool to walk in my own lane and be a minority in a minority. But this situation with the coming out to say that Deontay was somebody in his camp was paid to betray him. Metal objects being found in Fury's gloves. Um, you've seen the videos. The stuff is honestly is hilarious to me, and I think it really, for me, it really messes with the credibility of what. I mean, is this boxing or is this WWE? I mean, are we just creating storylines? This this is just this is just laughable. Um, I'm not even gonna go into shooting holes in some of this stuff and pointing out why it's laughable. I'm not gonna get too deep into all of that because you should be able to put two and two together for yourself instead of being spoon fed, you know, all of these conspiracies and whatnot. But I just want to know, why would anybody believe that Deontay Wilder, that so much risk has to be taken to take a belt away from him or to take away his undefeated status? How could he be that prominent of a figure for all of these different, somebody had to collude together to pull all of this off and it be undetectable by the public at large? How could he be that important? I mean, is he really some king somewhere? How is he that prominent of a figure? I mean, why would this fight be so important? This particular fight be so important for all of this stuff to be at play? Why? Because you got to look. In 2013, the cat in New York, Magomed Abdul Salamov, fought in a heavyweight fight in New York State, New York City. Suffered a severe injury, brain injury. Left the fight not being able to walk and talk and whatnot. In 2017, a $22 million settlement from the state of New York was awarded to Abdul Salamov. So I bring this up to say, why would a state like why would a place like Las Vegas, who makes a good chunk of money off of and is a great partner to boxing, why would you risk the life of Deontay Wilder to not police any of this, to not catch any of this? We're talking about serious stuff. If a man can be hit, go through a fight with somebody with a loaded glove, uh, and if you say they did it beforehand, I can see somebody trying to cheat. But I'm talking about now. We're saying that all of the protocol and the countermeasures after the fight failed. Nobody got to these gloves. You saw that the gloves were. They showed that on the broadcast that the gloves were taken out of sealed FedEx boxes. Andre Ward was questioning that and said he had never seen that before. But I know they put the towel on the camera, so people want to run with that. Which is the thing. Like, why couldn't somebody from the Wilder camp just come out and say, "Hey, none of us were in the room when they gloved up." But anyway, with this $22 million settlement, who again? What is the risk? Why take on the risk of allowing something that bad to happen to a fighter's life? For what gain? What's the end? What's the end game? Not only that, and like maybe this is just the no snitching, the whole no snitching, mandate in the community, that we're not gonna go to the athletic commission and VADA. We're not gonna go to none of that to get this resolved. We're gonna have the trilogy fight. I'm a square up with him in the ring. Why would you fight an individual who just did all of this to you? Again, I mean, is this boxing, or is this? I know boxing is a corrupt sport, and there's been incidents in the past. I get all of that. Panama lose. I get all of that. But anybody who had a job that night and didn't do it, uh, like I said before, it's signatures, it's all kind of accountability throughout the process of having a fight. And it's some of these individuals with these videos, they know all of this, they've seen all of this firsthand, that this isn't just roll some boxing gloves in the ring and y'all go fight in on Candyland Ranch or whatever it was in Django. There's a lot of protocol that takes place, that's in place, so that just anything can't happen. But again, I just want to know, what was really to gain? Could you imagine the payout? I mean, and not only that, not to be look at what the cost became to have insurance in the state. It became damn near prohibitive to have fights in the state of New York after the Abdul Salamov case. You got to it's that much more difficult to have a fight than before that happened, because of the insurance costs and whatnot. So why would why would Las Vegas go along with any of this and hurt one of their tourists, their ways to attract and lure tourists to the city? ESPN and Fox in the situation. Who would want to risk the life of a fighter and somebody dying on their broadcast? Like this. Now notice I'm not even really addressing the whole situation with somebody being paid by Fury's team I'm not even addressing that. You want to believe that, you believe that. But I'm just looking at from the bigger issues. Again, we talking about a man to put a man's life on the line like that, knowingly, in premeditated fashion, to put a man's life on the line like that, to just to take a belt from him or put a one on his record for losses. It just doesn't add up. Uh, but that's just me though. That's just me. Um, that was one other point I was gonna make. It's escaping my mind at the moment. But oh, and then lastly, for the individuals, some of the individuals that are running with this story, they have Deontay Wilder's cell phone number. They go to his camp. They have access to do like to go and observe the workouts and whatnot. So you mean to tell me in this particular moment right here, when such a heinous crime has been pulled off and no proof in the videos, no audio, how come now all of a sudden we can't get any audio of Deontay Wilder explaining this stuff to us? What sense does that make? And to sit here, I mean, do we even understand collectively? Do we even understand what the definition of proof is? For someone to say somebody told me, that's proof. I mean, I know this is not a court of law, but damn, to run out here with some of this stuff, it's an embarrassment, really. But have fun with it. Have fun with it. Get all up in arms about nothing. Hey, again, my name is Wood. Let me get on off of here, man. Get ready to go in here and watch Billions or something. If we talking about conspiracies and collusion and conspiring, let me go in here and watch Bobby Axelrod put some things together. We watch too many. What Pac say? Cats watch too many movies, man. I'm out one.